Back here, man. Out of Vegas, back home in Temecula, Marietta Metroflex at the Yard. And today, man, I wanted to keep it light, man. Just reflecting back on some of those stories, man. Some of those funny stories, embarrassing stories. And that's the truth, because there's a lot to learn from those embarrassing stories, man. Let's bring, this is going to be a little series, man. As they start popping up in my head, I'll come out with this embarrassing story, number one. And in no particular order, just as they arrive consciously, is let's bring it back to college. Senior year, up in Santa Cruz, my buddy had come up, high school friend, had come up to visit, and it was in this finals time. Finals in our trimester, or however we had the school schedule, and he came out. We went out in town. We were on the pier in Santa Cruz drinking at this bar, and man, we were having a good time. And it's always a good time until it's not. And this wasn't particularly a bad night, but I definitely lost my wits about it, as we did. And as the night progressed, I had been there with my girlfriend at the time, and then as things go, we all went our separate ways. And I'm rolling with my buddy, and I'm browning out at this point. People that know, man, I'm browning out, and there's gaps in my memory. And the last real piece that I remember, we're at this motel, and I'm jumping in the pool, and I have shorts on, and for whatever reason I have my passport on me. Oh yeah, because I lost my license, so I have my passport on me. So we hop the fence, jump into this motel pool, and my pants are soaked, my shorts are soaked, so shirt's definitely soaked. So the pants go up on vaguely remember the pants going up on the chain link fence that surrounded the pool. Now, mind you, just before this, I thought it was a good idea just to launch my telephone, just full on baseball pitch it down the road. Who knows where it went? Gone, predictably. And then the pool came, and now the blackout happens. So I'm kind of, who knows what happens in that gap, on autopilot zombie mode. And my homie goes one way, I go another way, and as I'm coming to, trying to get into the door of this motel, a different motel down the street, and it had been a room that I had stayed in like 2 years before or something. However that dumbass drunk memory works. I'm coming to, and as reality's starting to come back, I'm going, man, this ain't my fucking room. And so I stop, take that inventory, man, that fucking inventory, and I go, damn. So no pants, no shirt. Now I got boxer briefs on. No pants, no shirt, no shoes, nothing, just boxer briefs. So I'm looking around and couldn't really make sense that I had just been at that motel yet. So I go, damn, I got to get to my girlfriend's house. So I start running, taking into a jog. Man, I'm trying to take the back streets, but there's a couple places where I got to cross a quasi main road. So I'm running. The lights are coming, and I'm going that leapfrogging to cover, going bush to bush when I see some headlights. And I'm going, and I'm running. And finally, I get to my girlfriend's house. I got to crawl in the window. I got no way to call her, and I'm not going to bang on the door. So I crawl in the window, and now waking up. And now I had put on ice a paper that I was supposed to be turning in the next day that was pretty much done, but I'm like, hey, I'm going to go out for a little bit, have a good time, then I'm going to come back and finish it. Well, predictably, that didn't happen. So I'm waking up, and I go, shit. I got to get back to my house. Not only that, my homie had been there with his dad, who had come up from high school to come meet me. He was there with his dad in town, and so he needed to get something from my house. So they're waiting on me. I know that they're at my house at a certain time. And now I'm in my chick's house. I got no car. So I say, hey, I need to borrow your car and go to my house real quick. So I'm getting up and I'm kind of getting ready. And she's going, where are your fucking pants, man? And I go, I don't have any pants. And so I hop in the car, boxer briefs still, wet. And I'm going to with no shirt, park it, drive, down the road to my house, and my good friend and his dad are parked out in front of my house. So I get out of my car, run to my house, get in. Okay, D-Jock, get him what he needs to go. And I'm like, fuck, dude, okay, yeah. And he goes, hey, man, you threw your phone and this. I'm like, okay. Now I still got to I've smashed through this paper, hungover, still drunk, and smashed through this paper. Get on my bike, get on the bus, get out there. And the class has already started, so I'm waiting outside. And by the time the class ended, the door opens, people start falling out. I go in and I put the paper on the desk, get it turned in, but pretty fucking embarrassing, man, right? The positions we put ourselves in. Now, that's a light one, right? We'll get into some more heavy ones, but I just kind of get warmed up with these embarrassing stories, see what I'm actually willing to talk about, man. But it's all about the authenticity, so we're going to start rolling them out. That's light, man. It's college. Man, I'm 22 years old at the time. Way too old to be doing that shit. But, man, stuck somewhere, no pants, running down the neighborhood. Man, if anybody would have seen me, bro, damn, shoeless, pantless, shirtless, 4 in the morning, wet, running down the Santa Cruz downtown area, man, suburbia, man, acting like a fucking savage, man. Man, so happy, man. Lifting weights, living right. Don't put yourself in those positions. If you're still finding yourself in those positions, right, and we'll talk about more and more embarrassing stories, but the point is, man, to bring it out, because I wouldn't be willing to talk about any of that if I was still ending up in those situations, right? What do I always talk about? Live aligned, listen to that authentic voice, and good things start to happen, right? Losing your phone, waking up, no pants, stressed out. Dude, that's fucking dog shit, man. Dog shit. Man, it's not even what kids should be doing, bro. Definitely not adult men or women. So live aligned, listen to that authentic voice, get out here in the weights, living right, in the sun, feeling good, making those good choices. Be smart. Out here.